All right, so we talked about how to graph a linear equation. Now we're going to look at how to graph a linear inequality. Just a few key pointers that will be something that's new for you. When we graphed linear equations, we use brackets and we use parentheses, but when it comes to graphing in a Cartesian coordinate system, you will have to use a dotted line or a solid line. So you will have to look at the inequality. When there is a less than symbol or is a greater than symbol, you're going to use a dotted line. When there is a less than or equal to symbol or a greater than or equal to symbol, you're going to use a solid line. And then what's going to make this particular section different is that we're going to be shading, not just in one area, but because this is a Cartesian coordinate system, we may be graphing in one quadrant or if not all the quadrants. So there are three parts to this, real simple. First part, we need to determine if this is going to be a solid or dotted line just by looking at the inequality. Well, it's going to be a solid line. Okay, next we're going to graph the equation of y is equal to negative 3x plus 4. Now this is already in slope-intercept form for us, which is great. So all we have to do is identify the slope, which is negative 3 over 1. We're going to rise 3 units and run 1, and identify the y-intercept, which is 0, 4. Then we're going to be using a test point. And the test point that we're going to use, providing that the graph is not at the test point or on the test point, we're going to be using 0, 0. That'll make life easy for all of us. And we're going to determine that when we substitute, go back to the original inequality, and we have to determine that when we substitute 0 in for x and y in for y, will this inequality, will the statement that we create, will it be true or false? And if it's true, I'm going to show you what you must do. And if it's false, I'm going to show you what to do as well. So let's plug this in there. We have 0 is greater than or equal to negative 3 times 0 plus 4. We have here 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 4, 0 greater than or equal to 4. Is this statement true or false? Is 0 greater than or equal to 4? No, so we would say that this is a false statement. Okay, so we're going to use this information to graph. All right, so first of all, let's go to part B. Our y-intercept is at 0, 4. There we go. On the y-axis, positive 4. From there, we're going to go down 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and run over 1. Now, if you want to find another point, go down 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and over. And then we're going to connect. Okay, so as we connect, I need to find a straight edge, which I do not have one in front of me, but we're going to create one. Here we go. We'll use this one. Let's find another point. 1, 2, 3, over. Okay, here we go. And we have a solid line. So the points we're connecting. Now, this is our line that we just graphed for part B. Now we have to determine where we're going to shade. Now, think of as if I had a pair of scissors and I cut at this line on the line, and it broke this the quadrant into two um, quadrants. We have quadrant 1, we have quadrant 2. Now, at our test point, here's our test point right here at 0, 0. I'm going to put the word false there because for part C, we said that when we substituted 0 in for 0, 0 in for x and y, it was false at that point. So what this is saying here is this whole region below the line here is all false. Your goal in shading is to identify all of the solutions that are true. And so if to the left of this graph, if it's false at 0, 0, then all of this is going to be false. Therefore, the side that's going to be true is what we have to the right. And that will be the side that we graph. Excuse me, not graph, but we shade. We're going to shade only the true side. So this will be our graph shaded. So if you wanted to pick a point, let's say that we chose here 3 comma 0. What's going to happen when you plug 3 in for x, 0 in for y, you're going to have a statement that is true. So there we go. We're finished with that.